I get disinterest off the open because they're just judging it. I've got some aspects that are positive in terms of I'm tall and stuff like that, but it's I get as much disinterest as anyone else. Now, obviously, you can do things to avoid getting as much disinterest, like speaking loudly, making eye contact, smiling. You can do certain things to help reduce the amount of disinterest, but you still might get it. So if you get disinterest off the open, it doesn't mean that she's not interested in you. She only knows you for 3 seconds. She can't not be interested in you because she doesn't know you. So all you can do is recognize what's actually happening from a social dynamics perspective. She's giving you disinterest. If she knew that you had more value, maybe she'd be interested. So if a girl gives you disinterest, you can try and spike her emotions, maybe like get her laughing, cold read her, tell her that she looks like a teacher, tell her that she looks 21, cold read her, because if you get her laughing and reacting, then she'd probably be more interested in you, okay? Because people only react to things that have value. So that would be one thing that I would try to do, is get her reacting. Another approach, if she shows disinterest, I would show disinterest back and keep going. So if she shows disinterest, I might say like, look, I actually have to go in a second. Or maybe I would say, maybe I would actually false disqualify her. Maybe I'd actually say like, especially if she shows a lot of disinterest, I might actually say like, you'd definitely be my type if you were Swedish. Like just disqualifying her or whatever, because I'm showing a lot of disinterest back, and maybe that will get her, that will almost level the playing field. She's showing me disinterest, I'm showing her disinterest back, and then I keep going. That's one approach. So the one approach you can do is just spike her emotions. Another approach, you can show disinterest back and keep talking. Also, you have to realize that you can't expect so much interest from the beginning. Just because you're not getting a huge amount of interest, you can just keep going and see what happens. Maybe the interest will come 30 seconds in or a minute in. But you can't just walk away. I've had like hundreds of interactions where I get nothing off the open and I just keep talking, keep staying there. It's the whole principle of escalation over value. Just stay there, you keep talking. And 30 seconds later, the girl almost realizes, oh, I'm in a conversation with this guy. And then she pays some attention to you. So there's a lot you can do besides leaving.
Right. But what if you're doing these spikes and she's just like, oh, like doesn't even, you can say, oh yeah, you look 21. She's like, oh, you know, you could be like,
yeah,
oh yeah, you'd definitely be my type if you were Swedish. She's like, okay, great, I don't care, you know?
Yeah, well, look, if she says those words, I don't care. I mean, that's strong disinterest. That's different. But if she's just like, oh, okay, or thank you, then I might just keep going. Like what I would probably try to do is statement question, like with some DHVs. Like, you know what, I'm actually loving Bali. Like I came here from Barcelona. I was teaching a few of my students there. What brings you to Bali? And if she keeps saying things like, she answers in one word, then I'll say, oh, that's cool. So what do you enjoy most about Bali? And she's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, if you keep getting things like that, maybe after like 5 or 6 times, that's a bit different.